today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Brooklyn Bulls.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top player.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip the...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. There he goes. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
To try again after the sack. Rosen, throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The Lance going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Lance. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. David Montgomery Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Rosen voids the target, and he has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Back to the ground, Peterson. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. And now it's Rosen looking. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Lance on third down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And hang on here, Palmer's shaken up. Their captain still down on the ground. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Lance. Quick slant here to Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And that's incomplete.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Montgomery. Avoids him at the 5. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's Rosen to throw. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rosen will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt. And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, but we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. It reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Lance now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Lance. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Josh Rosen heading back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
To throw again on second down. Rosen, Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Rosen's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. They'll look to throw again. And Roberts with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Rosen seeing something he doesn't like. He's going to use a timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen, and it's caught. And he's brought down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Eifert as the first half is winding down. And the Bulls are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Lance now to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lance to throw it. He's got Anderson right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lance. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Back onto the field comes the offense as we zero in on Josh Rosen. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now Peterson running right. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They run again with Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Rosen on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Rosen. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He completes it to Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Here's Rosen. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. To throw is Rosen. Caught Eifert over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Peterson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On first down, Lance. It's caught, Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. That's caught by Montgomery. A little juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. from just shy of midfield. Lance, short throw to Disley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Lance. This one swung out to Montgomery. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Lance looks to throw again. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Vedvik now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Deion Jones, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Roberts got it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just on having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Shoves him aside. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Lance now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Lance. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Rosen on 1st and 10. Here's Sanu on the catch. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on 2nd down, Rosen. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. First down, it's Rosen. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Again, Peterson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. From the gun, it's Rosen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Peterson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Shotgun now for Lance. Under pressure, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Able to complete it to Montgomery. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. He'll look to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him
pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Rosen's throw pulled in by Roberts here. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Rosen to throw. That's caught by Roberts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across. They'll run on first down. It's Peterson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.